Hi, me again. I had some thoughts, and every time I do a video, it gives me more thoughts about a subject, but I wanted to touch on the hold on, my brain just froze up. I wanted to touch on the subject of depression. I have had a problem with depression for many, many years. And, excuse me, I seem to be having some sort of technical malfunction of my lining of my lungs because I ate mayonnaise and it causes me to be very congested. This should only last temporarily for about, 9 minutes, which should take care of the duration of this film. Anyways, I want to touch on the subject of depression. Like I said, I've had, chronic depression for years now, and only just lately, and I think my pain has helped, my chronic pain, have I been able to control it to some extent. I'm generally and I don't know if it has something to do with my Asperger's syndrome, but I'm usually kind of like, oh look, oh my god, it's a beautiful tree, or oh, there's a bird flying, and everything's just like, to me. And so I don't know if that has something to do with it, but I've had many times where I've gone very deep into a depression, and just a couple of things that have helped me. One of the things that really helped me within about a year is that I got a audio track, and it wasn't one from the Invisible Heroes series. It was just a random one that I got off LimeWire. And in it is like a guy talking about thought control. And he mentioned how you are in control of your brain. Your brain is only capable of thinking one thought at a time. If you control your thoughts, say you start thinking something really depressing, you wake up in the morning and you're laying there and you're like, oh, life's been so bad, I've been raped, beaten, tortured, and everybody's, taken advantage of me for money and took me for everything I had because I'm a naive Aspie, or what have you, whatever the particular problems are. People will lay in bed and they'll just think about it. They'll allow their mind to drift, and an unchecked mind is a very great place for depression to start. Even for just regular people that haven't suffered a lot of trauma. I mean, it's a tough world, and you're faced with things every day, and bad things happen to you, no matter who you are. And so, if you just stop yourself and you be mindful and you think, I'm thinking a negative thought, I'm going to change that. It's not like you're going to think 5 things at one time. Your mind can only think one thing at a time. So, change that thought and start concentrating on whatever you can that's positive. When I can't think of anything else, I think of like unicorns dancing around under a rainbow. I know that's really stupid, but I mean, what could be more happy and innocent and corny? But anyways, thought control is really important, and I've exercised that within the last year, and I have cut down my depression quite a bit. And I'm not saying it's going to work every time, because sometimes you're just going to be so depressed that you don't even think to do that. You get really sucked in by the evil spirits or whatever they are. But I found thought control is a really, really good thing. You have to stay positive, and by staying, you have to be mindful that if bad things come up in your mind, you got to go up and change the pattern of thought. What I do, let's start before I go to bed. Before I go to bed, I put on my iPod headphones and I start playing tracks I have everything meditational to guided imagery to the sound of a babbling brook to, you know, subliminal things, which that's kind of scary. Sometimes I think, you know, what if they put something else in there, like, you know, you have gas, you know, the next day, are you going to be like, I mean, can you really trust those guys? But I guess I'm being paranoid. But yeah, I listened to those subliminal things. One I listened to last night was really cool. It was called Photographic Memory, and it sounded like a babbling brook is all it sounded like, and I just put it on repeat and I slept all night with it. And so I have to figure out today if I have a photographic memory or not. I don't even know if I believe, but the ones that have positive things and you're just feeding your brain full of positivity all night, trust me, your brain knows, it can hear it, even though you don't consciously know. And so that's what I do before I go to bed. And then I wake up in the morning and I go, ow, my freaking ears, because my headphone thing hurt. And then I, when I wake up, I open my eyes and I go, oh, I feel like shit. And then I go, nope, wait a minute. And I start thinking about happy things. And it's really natural for some reason for me to think about negative things and worry about things and think about my day and, oh my God, I have this and that I might have to do. And I just change it. I just say, stop. And I start thinking about anything positive that I can think of, or rainbows and unicorns. For you guys, want to think of that. You might want to think of, like, I don't know, guy things. Don't get dirty on me, okay? Anyways, so that's my bit on happiness. Happiness is living in the now, not in the past. Not feeding your horrible monster inside that wants you to be depressed all the time. Just don't feed it. Feed your happy side, and it will most, overcome the evil, demonic side of yourself. Anyways, my lips are dry, and luckily it's so freaking bright in here you can't even see my face, which is wonderful. Look at my complexion. It is beautiful. Anyways, stay happy and keep yourself positive and keep your mind in check and live in the now. Just take everything one step at a time. And there's so much beautiful stuff out there. There is so much beauty. No matter where you're at, you can always find something beautiful to pick out. You gotta flip things. And by that I just mean take a bad situation and make it good. If you're going somewhere and you get stuck in traffic, say, oh, a parade, and start waving the parade. Practice that. And then you can turn on some good music and say, oh, now I have time to listen to some music. I bet you anything, if I wouldn't have got stuck in traffic, I'd probably be in an accident later. It's probably happening for a reason. So, I can justify anything. Anyways, yeah, it's great from someone with chronic depression to give you all this happy, bubbly bullcrap. But I just wanted to try to reach out to you guys and kind of let you know what works for me. So, live from Portland, this is Mia Sansom. Thank you, and have a good evening. Peace.